Trade setup here on NQ for tonight. We've got the Asian range marked out. Looks like it's quite tight, which is what you want. Showing some good consolidation. What's that? 43, so let's just say 50 points. We're hoping to get a quick bounce off somewhere around here. Might actually be... No, there would be a reaction there where I had it, I think. Even just a 1-to-1 into here, back into where it left from, which will be the break there. If by chance it continues on, then we could hold, but we'll be looking for it to come down and take out. But this could come down and take out Asia lows easily. So we'll just see what it does. Maybe I'll widen this stop loss. I won't be doing anything until I see what the reaction is around this spot right here. We'll come back in and check again on that later. Okay, so we've come back to have another look at this setup and see what's actually happened. In the end, I didn't actually take this trade, when you'll see what happens. I was looking at another trade at the time, Euro USD, which I took, and got myself in a bit of a pickle, to be honest, but I got out of it in the end with a little bit of profit and a loss on another account, so that's okay. But let's have a look what happened here. So if we press play, we said before we were waiting to see if price came up and took out this top of the Asia high, which is here, and I wasn't keen on entering unless, well, my rule state I'm not to enter unless this is taken out, basically. So then if you look at the highest candle here, the high that it went to, so you can see price comes all the way up. It actually only taps the high of this candle. This green candle here is 19,835, so it actually just hits 19,835 and doesn't break above it. So in theory, I shouldn't take it, but look, it's hit the top of the Asian range, so you could have entered on that. We have a look at it on the 5 minute. I would have gone down the time frames to see what happened, probably even lower, but in theory wouldn't have taken it. Although once you see this break of structure here, you could have got in, the entry would have been there in the end. So let's just go back to the 15 because you won't have all those gaps. So the entry in the end would have been around here, it looks like. Yeah, so it would have been the retest of this fair value gap here, which was, say, somewhere between here and here. So you'll be entering on the 50% level, which is this middle red line in that little rectangle I've put in. So that would have been your entry. Go back to the 15 and have a look what this looks like. So at the moment we had that set for just a 1-to-1. We could put it down, let's say we put our target down here below the Asia range, and we could trail the stop to break even, or even to 1-to-1 once it got to 1-to-1. If it did, we'll play on and see what happens. Okay, so it just went straight down, took out the Asia low quite easily. We'll continue. Came back up, retested close to the almost close to the entry, I guess, and then keep going. So if we'd set it 2-to-1, or if we'd, let's say, trailed the stop to 1-to-1, so 1-to-1's around here, and then left your stop right there, and it would have been quite safe, and then let the trade play out to around about 2-to-1 at least. And then if we continue to see what happened overall, closing this replay, we can see price came down to 2-to-1, and it's pretty much bounced off this somewhere in the middle of this demand or order block here, we could call it, either or, and then come back up. Okay, wasn't a big move, but it was the move that was on offer. Price never came back up here, although now it's come all the way back up and taken out the Asian original Asian high there. Okay, So I guess you could have taken it here, or you could have waited for it to hit this demand and taken a long once you saw the break of structure or change of character, or whatever you'd like to call it in here. You'd have to go down the time frames for that. Unfortunately, I didn't take that one. In the end, it might have been better if I just kept my eye just on this one and taken this trade in the end, but there'll always be another one.